All right, guys, straight up, it's a little late. I've been working out in the yard all day. I was wearing a Casio. I wasn't wearing a square, but we're going to talk about squares. But I just didn't feel like putting together a video of a watch that I probably should be doing. So I want to talk about something that I haven't talked about in like a year, and that's about G-Shock squares. Now, I know I've done square videos, but I'm talking about the topic of G-Shock squares. My last video, when I did it a year ago, I called it Square Talk or whatever. And I'm kind of reminded of squares like on a regular basis, like today, yard work and stuff like that. And then certainly like this guy here, this is the 5600E. This is the crazy most affordable one you can get. This is all you really need. If you don't have a G-Shock square in your collection, just pick one of these up, guys. They're like 40 bucks on Amazon. I didn't even go look, but they're crazy cheap. And then you can mod them if you want. You can do these adapters. So my buddy Dave sent this in. He actually sent it in, and it's going to be on the Sunday sale, but it's not because he's not wanting to, have a G-Shock square in his collection. It's because he's going to focus on like a 5610 or one of the new 5600s that are Bluetooth or something like that. He's going to evolve a little bit. But he had set this one up. He's got the bull bar on it. He's got the adapters, which I just put these on. They're actually very simple to put on. I'm sure they're J's and K's. I'll put links in the description if there's products that I can figure out real quick. And he sent it over on the strap, which is totally fine. You guys, if you're going to buy one, you don't need to do this. It's more of if you want to, like, have it on a NATO option or something. But, even the factory strap is totally fine. And then there's variants of that as well. But I mean, that's just killer. I mean, especially with this like Bond style NATO, it's probably like a 24 mil. It's pretty wide, but it's going to wear great. It's going to be super comfortable and it's durable. And then, you put like this bull bar on there, it's not needed, but it's kind of cool and it adds to the toughness look overall. So I'm kind of reminded of it by what Dave sent in, but guys, I'm a G-Shock square fan. I try to toss combis on certain ones. This is an anniversary, 35th anniversary model. Here's the carbon fiber one. My buddy Billy Bob sent this over. Absolute iconic piece. Those are gonna be sought after not too long after they're gone for sure. The NASA one, these sold out. People are trying to capitalize on people's misfortune. Now I put a different bezel on this one, but it's still the NASA one. This one right here, I think is, if this is all you really need, the 56E, then the 5610, which is multi-band and solar, and then if you want to throw it on a combi or not, it's just next level. Because it's going to always sync, it's going to get its signal, or better yet, I don't have any resin Bluetooth ones, and maybe I'll add one. But if you want to go to some of these newer models, of course, like the Gold Bling Master, which is, people ask me, what is my favorite G-Shock square? It's this guy right here. It's this one right here. No doubt about it. If you were to straight up ask me, Rob, you can only have one G-Shock square, what are you going to get? This one right here. That's the one I pick. That's just my personal preference. Another question I get asked, what's your favorite watch brand? I would probably have to say Casio and more direct, the G-Shock squares. I could collect just G-Shock squares. Say, for example, now I don't know if I could solely do it, but say, all right, I have the Omega Seamaster. I'm done, right? I don't need any other automatic watches. This one checks all the boxes I need for myself, other than I am kind of looking at it like a field watch or something. You know how it goes, it never ends, right? But I could legit see owning this one watch and then just playing with squares. Here's a holiday Christmas square. Here's a titanium camo square. Here's a Tide moon phase one. Again, this is sent over by my buddy Billy Bob. Here's just a simple, kind of like the 5600E, but in a more modern package with a camo and tan. There's 3 colorways that were released with this, with a 2-piece strap. So, and the factory Casio G-Shock straps are very comfortable and very robust. They will last you a long, long time. So you can see a difference here. This is factory G-Shock, Casio G-Shock adapters with a single pass. And then here they did with a 2-piece quick release. So I suspect they'll be doing more strap options, because also on the, oh, let me just grab them. On a lot of their newer ones, like this 2100, they also have the quick release on them. So some of these straps are going to be interchangeable. But yeah, I could easily just collect squares. And some people do only collect squares, or like really focus on the squares and then have other watches. And I could see doing that. And honestly, I might actually migrate that way. I have a pretty good start, I think, other than, you know, a couple of these aren't really mine, but they're affordable, they're fun. I forget who it was, somebody in my group mentioned that it's kind of like buying like Hot Wheels or Matchboxes. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of childish or kiddish, but I mean, really this whole hobby is, we're just, like my buddy Dirk says, we're just like 12-year-olds with adult paychecks, you know. So if this is what I want to spend my adult paycheck on, I want to buy a bunch of G-Shock squares, then psh, right on, I'm going to do it. I mean, heck, I even have the toys to go along with it, right? It's just too fun. It's just too fun. I enjoy it so much, and they're so robust. They don't require hardly any maintenance. Just killer. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I just wanted to do a little square ramble. It's been a year. Maybe I'll do an annual G-Shock square ramble. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next vid.